Hey there, Teresa here with today's Money Shift Monday message. So, just a recap, these messages each Monday, these broadcasts are all about shifting, shaking up how we think about money. And with that, then, how we relate to money, how we use money, how we make money, how we save money, everything. And specifically to shift and change the relationship we have with money and how we think about money in ways that support true wealth for you and our world. Remembering in last week's broadcast, we decided we're going to reclaim the original meaning of the word wealth, which means well being. So, my premise is the way we do money, collectively for sure, maybe individually for you as well, isn't working because our planet, our world, is not experiencing well being. And if you're watching this video, maybe if you're honest, you're not either. So last Monday, I talked about the process, the relationship with money that supports true well-being is the same relationship we have with the oxygen that gives us life. And when we breathe it consciously and slowly, really allows us to experience some well-being in that moment. So there were three movements in our relationship with money that mirror the movements of our breath. First, we have to open to receive the money that's available as life-giving resource. Secondly, we have to learn to recognize and honor that point in each moment, in any place in our life where we've reached our sufficiency or saturation point. Like God, the oxygen has been circulated to all the cells. We're good. And that recognition is what prompts us to exhale the excess oxygen, the overflow, out into the world in ways that support life in the world around us, like oxygen or carbon dioxide feeds the plants and trees who then turn around and give us life. That's the flow. Now, one word can hugely impact your ability to say yes at every movement of this flow, especially the inhale and especially the exhale. Here's what I mean by that. The word that stops us from participating in that flow, the word that shuts down our openness to all three movements, the word that immediately creates a scarcity, fear-based response is my, as in my money. Because think about it, my friends. The moment we say, this is my money, look at what our hands automatically did. There's a default response. Sometimes we want to hold on to it. That's not exhaling. We think we have to protect it. That's not exhaling. That's also not inhaling because we're not open. See, we take ownership of it. The moment we think it's mine and I earned it and this is my money, we've also created, then that's your money. We've created disconnection, separation, either or world. Either we're like in that giant game of musical chairs that I say the world we live in is, it's like my chair. And if I have to get my chair, like there's your chair. And that's not how it works. Seriously, if you think it's my money, then I'm going to have to protect it, hold on to it, get to do whatever I want with it. Or that's your money, then we're not going to receive as much because we don't want to take from somebody else. And we never ever use those words, my or your, when it comes to oxygen, do we? It's just the oxygen. The oxygen we breathe. Notice that. The oxygen we breathe. The carbon dioxide we release. The oxygen the plants release and we breathe. We always call it the. No ownership, no possession, no getting identified with it, that this is mine, which means that if I don't have it, then somehow I'm not me. No, just recognition that there's this universal supply, this collective supply of life-giving resource like oxygen that we can breathe in because it gives us life. We can learn to utilize in ways that truly support life and well-being within us, and as part of that, recognize the saturation point, the sufficiency point, and then we can release the excess, because it doesn't truly give life to us. It doesn't create well-being for us, and it can for the world. It can go right back into the collective universal supply of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and money. Not my money, not your money, just the money. Just the money. The supply of money available to all that we can breathe in, we can utilize in ways that give life, and we can send back out to give life to the world. It's a head tilt because we're so used to getting identified with our money and our things, our material possessions, and then we're in protect, hold on, take care of, a fear of losing, all of that sort of stuff. And in some ways, when we do that, then if our identity is connected with those things, then we're on a slippery slope that our worth and value is as well. We didn't create the oxygen, my friends. We didn't even create the lungs that breathe it and the bloodstream that distribute it. We're just blessed and fortunate enough to be able to participate in the ongoing flow of life-giving resources for us and the world. The money supply that we all share. And when we learn to receive all that we need that gives us life and utilize it in ways that truly support life, recognize our sufficiency point, and let the rest go, well, then that universal supply is more than enough for all of us to experience well-being and true wealth. So try it this week. Every time you want to put the word my or their or your in front of it, just replace it with the word the money. The money I've been given, the money I've received, the money I spent, the money I was given. Just try it. And let me know what you notice and experience just changing this one word. Thanks for being here watching this. Those of you who are members of my Monumental Money Shift Catalyst community, I will join you in 1 minute on Zoom for our after party discussion and ongoing connection. If you want to be part of the after party and don't know how that needs to happen, DM me or PM me or a comment in the messages. How do I become a Monumental Money Shift Catalyst? How do I get to be part of the after party? And I will let you know how you can continue the conversation live with the community of Monumental Money Shift Catalysts each Monday. Thanks for being here, Catalysts. I'll see you in the after party.